Hello, Peter Michael here, and it's been a crazy couple of weeks. I'm finally all moved and settled out here in California, and I just wanted to take a few minutes to kind of spill my guts so you know a little bit more about me and where I'm coming from and why I'm doing and what I'm doing. And to do that, I made myself a little note here on my opportunity pages, but you'll kind of hear my story, my dreams, why online biz, and I'll leave you with a biz tip, which is actually two biz tips, but we'll get to that. Basically, me, I'm 28 years old. I graduated college with an industrial engineering degree. I've worked in the corporate world. I basically, I didn't want to be chained and shackled to a job where I worked for somebody else. I didn't want to be stuck in the rat race. I didn't want to be stuck in traffic. I hate traffic. But basically, that's my educational experience. And me growing up, I mean, I've done everything in sports. I've played football, basketball, soccer, baseball. I skated, I've skied, snowboarded, I've driven four wheelers, snowmobiles, motorcycles. I even raced go karts. And I just grew up living out in the middle of nowhere, out in the woods. I love nature. I love getting out and just really enjoying myself. The peacefulness, the open sky. I love climbing mountains, and That's all thanks to my dad. He really taught me to get out and enjoy myself. And unfortunately, the last part about my story is I lost my father last year. Last August, he passed away, and it's just a life changing experience because you realize, man, there's so many things I wanted to do and say, and I just don't have that anymore. So it's been my goal ever since then to try even harder to just don't let anything happen uh, that I didn't want to happen, or just don't take anything for granted, and to make sure that I spend the rest of my time with my family and friends and just basically live with no regrets. Now, my dreams. Now, you might be saying, well, aren't your dreams to make a lot of money online and start a business? Well, no. I mean, I don't just dream of having a room filled with piles and mountains of dollar bills and greenbacks. And I'm not a Scrooge McDuck. I'm not all about taking a money bath, although I might try that someday. But the whole dreams is not having the money, but what the money means for you, the financial freedom and the time freedom, and what you can then do with all of that. And my dreams are to be an actor and a working actor in entertainment, whether it's film, television, whatever. I grew up just a creative person, and I've done a lot of theater, a lot of television, film in Wisconsin, and this is just something that I want to do. And I also want to, and this dream you might have nothing in common with it, but I would love to have a race car, or a race truck, or I'd love to race vehicles. And it could be completely boring to you, but I've grown up with racing, and just to have my own team and to drive, and it would be great. And lastly, I want to travel the world. I want to see the world. There's so many wonders, I mean, seven wonders of the world, and so many more than that, that I just want to see because before, who knows what happens in the next 50 years, what we humans do, but I want to see some of the things before they're gone, see some of the endangered species, who knows. But I'm just rambling, but traveling and seeing the world is something that I want to do. It's a dream. And so why did I choose an online biz? Well, basically, growing up in a technological era and being a little tech savvy myself, I knew that the internet was a powerful medium and a way to reach millions and millions of people. And it's still sort of in its infancy. It's just people are starting to go, hey, whoa, the internet is something. I can really learn something here. And so getting with an online business was something that I knew would make sense to my future. I didn't know what it would be yet, but it was the route I wanted to take. And basically, I ended up getting with the right company, the right product that had the right pay plan that just really was my long-term commitment. It didn't matter if it was going to take me 3 months or 6 months or a year. I was going to do it. I was going to. I mean, I'm a smart guy, and I knew that if I applied myself and I listened to the pros and started applying what was working, that I would see some success. So that's basically why I got an online business, and I'm glad I did. I'm not going to say that I'm making millions of dollars or any of that, but it's got me to a point in a position where I could move out and start to chase my real dreams. And because I knew that this business would be something financially secure for a long time to come. Now, lastly, a little biz tip right at the end. And as I said, it's 2 tips. First of all, here we go, Sharpie free promotion. I went out and bought a colorful pack of Sharpies for illustrating and getting the point across, different diagrams. And basically, as a prospect, someone looking in, I mean, one thing my dad did say about my business before he passed away was, they look kind of childish and they don't look very professional. But I disagree wholeheartedly, because you, the viewer, the prospect, you want to know that you don't have to take the time to learn fancy graphics or presentation software, make these elaborate videos to be successful online. You want to know that you can go ahead, take your pen and just draw something out to illustrate a point and be a successful entrepreneur. And that's exactly what these do. And it's more than just a black one. I'm going to get some really colorful illustrations going by having this rainbow of Sharpies. But that was one point. But the big point that I want to get at is, look, free retractable marker. So what they say here in this pack is free retractable marker inside with the purchase of this 8 Sharpie line pack of markers. So basically their marketing strategy is kind of toying at your fear of loss. Basically what that means is, if you don't buy this pack right now in the store today, the next time you come back, there might not be any more packs with this free marker. Okay, so right now, if you buy today, you're going to get 9 for the price of 8. Okay, and this fear of loss is a major concept, not only in online business, but just any business, really. The goal is to get the person to act now, because if you don't, you're going to lose this opportunity, or you're going to lose this extra product. There's a free bonus if you do it today, but not tomorrow. And this is important. So this is what you have to learn to incorporate into your ad copy, into your website, how you word things, and that'll basically really, I mean, it's something that if you implement it right, it is snap. I mean, you start generating instant cash flow. So that's what I've got today. You got a little bit more of me, and really, anytime you have a chance to get on our team training webinars, you just got to jump at it, because I promise you're going to get some really good information. You're going to be able to, anything that you see on that particular webinar at any point, you can literally apply it to whatever business you're working on or looking to get into the next day and start seeing some results. So make sure you get signed up for the webinars. I mean, we're a team that's just expanding and making some numbers. I mean, last year we put up 2.3 million in revenue. So I think we've got a little handle on what we're talking about. So basically, get signed up for a team webinar. Hope you had a good time getting to know me, and I'll talk to you real soon. I'm Peter Michael.